Hello everyone. Someone watching one of my videos accused me of posting these to distract from, it was a long list, the Epstein scandal, Israel, Palestine, whatever, something else. First of all, I have been posting these videos every day since the war began on February 24th, 2022. Okay? Second, the reason I post them is this. This is my father. And this is my stepmom. And other family members. And my old teachers, my old classmates. Everybody I know. And some people I don't know in Ukraine. That's why I post. The reason I chose this topic is because I was born and grew up in Ukraine. And so, as a first generation Ukrainian American, what happens to Ukraine matters to me. I did spend most of my time in the United States. I came here over 30 years ago alone and made my life here alone without my family. I came here on an academic scholarship. But that doesn't change the fact that I have roots there. And that is why I post. Also, being multilingual, I'm in a unique position to be able to not just get my information from the English language sources, but I can also read Russian language sources. I can read Ukrainian language sources. I can read Polish language sources. I can listen and watch the videos. And that does make a difference because that does offer a different perspective. Unfortunately, not a lot of people in the United States are multilingual. And so I thought it would be an asset that I can get my info from outside the English-speaking world. And that's what I'm doing. I am aware of the Epstein scandal. I follow other independent journalists for coverage of those issues. If you are interested, the people I follow are people like Aaron Parnas of the Parnas Perspective, people like Dr. Heather Cox Richardson, like Jay Cool, like Adam Kinzinger. I do follow those stories, but those are already covered. There are already other people covering those. So there's plenty of great information out there about those. I'm covering Ukraine because this is something I can talk about with some degree of authority and with some degree of understanding. I'm not trying to distract you from anything. If you don't like my content, just keep swiping. On to the news. Donald Trump continues pushing the line that EU needs to stop buying oil from Russia for the U.S. to impose more sanctions. Y'all, the only three countries in the EU still buying oil from Russia are Slovakia, Bosnia, and Hungary. Hungary is ruled by Trump's and Putin's friend Viktor Orban. So that is my question to this administration. Knowing that Hungary is one of the offenders, so to speak, when it comes to buying Russian oil, are you willing to impose sanctions on Hungary, for example, to motivate them to stop buying Russian oil? Are you willing to impose sanctions on the very pro-Russia Slovakia or very pro-Russia Bosnia to make a point? I bet you Trump doesn't even know that. He thinks we're still back 10 years ago and, you know, the entire world is still buying Russian oil. That is not true. So he needs to get his facts straight, which he won't. What he's going for here is basically he's going to give it a couple of days, and then he's going to say, well, Europe is still buying oil from Russia. There's nothing I can do. I gave them my conditions, and, it's up to them. The ball is in their court. And he's going to use this as an excuse not to impose further sanctions against Russia. Now, there's been a lot of activity by the Ukrainian military, specifically the drone units. So that continues to expand, and the strategy of targeting Russia where it hurts continues to be applied. So there was a long list of hits today. One was against an oil refinery in Leningrad region. It's St. Petersburg region, basically, old name. Against a chemical plant in Perm region. That is way out there. That's 1,800 kilometers from the border. So that is just over 1,000 miles from the Ukrainian border. That's a long one. And Russia's Black Sea Fleet Communications Hub in Crimea, and a logistics center, basically undermining Russia's ability to move military, to move supplies, to move weapons, etc., using railroad. So these are all great achievements. That is not to say that they're not problems. So when I talked to my parents today, basically there's a lot of fighting and a lot of shelling going on in my native city of Zaporizhia, and it is very scary there right now. Whenever we say goodbye at the end of our face-to-face, we usually say it like we might not see each other again. Because where they are, like specifically the district inside Zaporizhia where they live, they can actually hear the artillery from the front line. It's that close. And it is terrifying. They are doing evacuation drills in the city. So far, no official evacuation orders have been given. So we'll see. Now, Ukrainian military already said that they're determined to hold on to Zaporizhia, by the skin of their teeth, whatever it takes. But the danger is very, very real, and it is terrifying. And then there is this. So it's not just Poland, but Romania had to take urgent military measures yesterday in response to escalating threats from Russia's drones. So, of course, Russia is denying targeting Polish territory. And now Romania had to scramble 2 F-16s after detecting a drone breaching Romanian airspace. And my question to you guys, Romania and Poland, you guys are right there up close and personal to this. This is backyard to you. Aren't you tired of this shit? I think maybe we are past the time for Article 4. I think we're moving toward Article 5 at breakneck speed. I'm just saying. Because again, this is not going to stop. Unless Russia is stopped, this is not going to stop. What are you waiting for? For actually somebody to get killed? For people to get hurt as the result of this? More to come.